Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Again and again and again, the same issue with the moon. Who's going to take over the moon? Who's going to claim it for itself, for the country? Well, I don't think anybody will be able to claim it, and anybody will be ever able to live on the moon. That's my personal assessment on that one. Why? Many reasons, and those reasons, and some of them, are considered conspiracy theories. But physics show us something else, and you have weasels left and right. So what's going on over here? Supposedly, not supposedly, actually reportedly, Russia and China want to build a nuclear power plant on the moon. My first thing would be humans first need to, make sure that they first, okay, that's my first thing. And then build a nuclear power plant. And then, why do you want to build a nuclear power plant on the moon? Well, let me show you this article from Sputnik. Russian-Chinese Lunar nuclear power plant will combine countries' scientific strong suits. Okay, so do you think that they will be able to build a nuclear power plant? First, and I'm going to give you the date. It's idiotic. How long it takes for a nuclear power plant to be built on planet Earth? How complicated that would be. Remember, it requires a lot of shit. It's so idiotic, I can't even make sense. And I'm laughing because first you have to put things together on the moon. You have to assemble them. Okay, let's say you assemble them with robots. What kind of energy do you use to merge them together? No atmosphere. What exactly are you going to use? All right, let's go. I wish that could happen. And besides, I'm going to use one. I know it's a theory, it's a conspiracy theory, but hey, look into it. The so-called, not the so-called, how they're called, Van Allen radiation or belts around the planet Earth. That's one that, just look into it. I know it's a conspiracy theory, debunked and all that. Look into it. Remember, physics are there. I mean, if I drop this one here on planet Earth, it's going to go there. We know the acceleration. We know it, okay? So, yeah, you don't like it, you don't like it. You can turn the camera the other way around and then think that this goes up. But still, we know. Roscosmos chief Yuri Borisov revealed to Sputnik on Wednesday that work is underway on a Russian-Chinese Lunar NPP nuclear power plant expected to be delivered to the moon in the 2030s. Okay. Sputnik asked Dr. Nathan Eismont, I can only guess, a leading researcher at the Russian Academy of Science Space Research Institute, about the prospects for Russian-Chinese cooperation in this field. I can cooperate how much you want. You gotta first, this is what they need to do first. They need to hire a Hollywood crew. And then they will build not one, 30 nuclear power plants on Mars and, I don't know, on Jupiter. They will build it on gas. Okay, not on hard land surface, not on hard, on gas if they want. They can go over there and look for uranium, Uranus, Jupiter, or whatever they might find over there. Okay, even something is just gas. They will build it on it if you have the right crew. Okay, action, click, and then send it to us, and have everybody else keep their mouth shut. Because if you say anything about our landing, we're going to talk about you flying in space, okay? You can't do that, all right? And we're going to talk about that crew, that thing that came down like a balls of fire. Great balls of fire, Jerry Lewis. Russia and China are working on the Jerry Lewis. Russia and China are working out the technical means to deploy and install a nuclear power plant on the lunar surface sometime between 2033 and 2035. I hope I'll be around here. I can bet that that's not gonna happen unless you got the right Hollywood crew. With its creation necessitated by the need for a compact, reliable, long-term and durable nuclear energy source on a lunar surface. Yuri Borisov said, why? Why? You still have, look at Russia. Russia is populated, I don't even know if from its entire territory, 10%? Take all the cities, all the settlements. You didn't populate maybe 2% of your own territory. You have vast territories here that you don't use. You don't use. And you think of why you're going to attack the United States from the moon. So idiotic, man. What's the purpose? I think, anyway. With the creation necessitated, Borisov pointed out that lunar nights last the equivalent of approximately 14 Earth days. In such conditions, conventional solar panels cannot hope to accumulate enough energy to ensure the operation of the prospective Russia and China-led International Lunar Research Station project over such a long period of time. Research what exactly? You're gonna get man? You're gonna get people on the moon too? Holy fuck. The International Lunar Research Station project, presently in its reconnaissance phase, that's where it's going to remain. It is expected to begin construction in 2026. Ooh, I'll be here. We'll be here, my friends. Uncork your good wine and wait for 2026, with utilization set to start from 2036 onward. Excuse me. It eventually goes to, if everything goes to plan. It's not. What the hell, I'm about to die here. Anyway, if everything goes to plan, nothing is going to go to plan. Hire those guys. Over a dozen countries have signed on to the project, which is expected to culminate in crude lunar exploration and research missions. And here it is. Oh, looks good. That's exactly how it's going to look. Now, combining experience and resources. Yeah, but you got reality. That's going to block you right there. Russia and China individually have great promise when it comes to space exploration, but combined they have the potential to create a force multiplier effect benefiting both countries immensely. A veteran of cooperation. You can cooperate, my friends. Let's see what else. What do they want to do? This applies both to nuclear power applications for use in space, a strong suit of Russia's thanks to the Soviet experience, and for lunar exploration in general, where you both, okay, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Will this installation be suitable to be carried by the rocket delivery vehicles that are currently available? The answer is yes. No, they're not. Well, what happened with the last Russian landing over there? Unmanned. Fell to the side or something. I don't know. Did not crashed. There are carriers, there are spacecraft, there are landing vehicles which can deliver such an installation to the moon's surface. Okay, and then who's going to put them together? How are you gonna, with the solar energy, are you gonna activate your robots? How are you gonna put them together? It's a nuclear power plant, god damn it. Any modern lunar nuclear power plant developed by Russia and China will almost certainly be sufficient for a moon-based needs. How about we do the leap of faith here? Recalling that Russia in particular has had experience with space-based nuclear technology going back to 1970s and 1980s, with the USSR fitting Topaz series fission reactors to the Legend series Earth observation satellite series. But that's next to you. Can I sit next to you, girl? AC/DC. It's next to you, baby doll. It's not there. Furthermore, the USSR explored nuclear power as a key prospective means to power its manned Mars mission program. Oh my God! Which was planned for the 2000s, but never realized after the USSR's collapse. Mars mission. You're not gonna have a man over there, man. Anyway, it was 33 years ago. In other words, Russia and Chinese scientists won't have to reinvent the wheel, but can adapt existing nuclear installations for slightly different tasks. It has experience, but your experience is like I don't even know how to call it. Your experience is you're at conception moment, you know, when that little thing entered, you know, that's where you are in, I don't know, in the vagina. You're still going in over there. You try to attack those little eggs, you know, it's still there. From there to running, sprinting at the World Championship or the Olympics, it's a long way to the top. If you want to rock and roll, now we are on ACDC or something, my friends. And then robotic approach right here. As cooperation, technologies which become available thanks to Soviet again, because let's remember that the Soviet approach to lunar exploration was exclusively a robotic approach. That is, there were no expeditions to the lunar surface with human participation. I know that one. But tasks with the help of robots were solved successfully. The academic said, recalling that Soviet lunar rovers even proved able to autonomously collect lunar samples and return them back to Earth. China had its own major achievements. Yeah, okay. Well, my friends, I have my doubts. I'm skeptical. First, I'm skeptical that without the Hollywood's filming crew members, 1960, I can't say more, but I have my own. I'm not convinced whatsoever. Let's put it this way: I'm not convinced. So I'm not convinced these guys are. I mean, so far away. It's just not the distance. Not only the distance. They did it in 1968, 69, 971, 72, 73 or something, and then they stopped. I personally inspected with my raccoon hands the so-called shuttle that came back to Earth from one of these Apollo 3593, and I looked at it. I put my finger on the seams where they overlap, and the fucking shit is put together. You know what? I didn't see nails. That's all. I saw everything but nails, and that flew and came back. No. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And these guys want to build a nuclear power plant. All right. I hope they do. And maybe while in the process, but I don't think they will. Why? Reality. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.